Requires an internet connection, but what if the smartphone does not catch the network? For example, far out of town or by plane. There is a solution: to install a couple of games that work offline and do not waste mobile traffic. I have collected the best of them in my article. You no longer need to spend mobile internet and watch ads in applications. Play offline by installing these offline games on Android or iPhone. Number 10. Mortal Kombat. Action. Well, how to forget one of the best fighting games? The mobile version, of course, is not as fun as for PCs and consoles, but you can play a large number of hours in it. Unfortunately, the most epic battles take place online, but even if you don't have an internet connection, you can still play story battles or go through the tower to earn the points you need. The fighters in the game fall very reluctantly, thereby forcing either to play without stopping, or to donate. Graphically, this version is somewhat inferior to the console or PC, but still looks decent. There is even the good old X-ray, which has been removed from the MK11. Number 9. Fallout Shelter. Simulator. Initially, Shelter was a publicity stunt to promote the fourth part of Fallout, but very quickly won the hearts of millions of players and became even more popular than the fourth part, although this is not difficult, because modern Fallout has turned into a fan service, and not a game with a deep storyline and atmosphere. In the mobile version, we have to manage a separate bunker, build rooms for the production of food, water, energy, crafting weapons, and clothes. We also distribute some people on outings to find the necessary recipes, weapons, and caps. And we have to send the best soldiers on story missions, which also give separate buns. Generally speaking, the game has become really interesting, and even now many people play it with great pleasure. Number 8. Friday the 13th, Killer Puzzle. Puzzle. The very case when the free project turned out to be much more successful than the promising AAA. Yes, despite the free distribution system, this did not affect the quality of the game itself. In Friday the 13th, Killer Puzzle, we play as one of the most famous movie addicts, Jason Voorhees. The game is a puzzle where a maniac needs to bypass traps and dead ends in order to kill his victims. Number 7. Plague Inc. Simulator. One of the best games for Android phones without the internet is a simulator of all kinds of diseases that has won the hearts of millions of players. Of course, the great success for this game came precisely on the PC, because in addition to the standard scenarios, which were generously crammed by the developers, the modders issued so many really useful patches that the game was simply destined to become a hit. Number 6. Dream League Soccer 2019. Sports. A game for football fans. Yes, there are applications like FIFA Mobile and so on, but they require a constant internet connection, unlike DLS 2019. In 2019, the developers bought a FIFA license. In this regard, we have the opportunity to assemble our own dream team and start conquering the league football. Beautiful 3D matches and full team management make a simple football simulator practically a manager, and like the icing on the cake, creating your own stadium. The game is completely free and you can even put together Ronaldo and Messi into one team. Isn't that cool? Number 5. Subway Surfers. Arcade. It seems to us that even the laziest gamer has heard about the game Subway Surfers, which was popular a few years ago. Yes, the popularity of this runner has subsided somewhat, but this does not make the game less sticky. A lot of developers are now churning out cheap copies of surfers, including popular characters in simple mechanics, although there are successful clones like Amazing Spider-Man. Number 4. Plants vs Zombies 2. Casual. Naturally, the PC version is better and more global than its stripped-down copy on mobile devices, but this is more than enough for an exciting pastime without a network connection. The gameplay of the mobile version completely repeats the computer version. You also need to correctly place various types of plants in order to prevent a crowd of zombies from reaching our garden. In general, this is the whole game in which we need to open more and more powerful species in order to overcome more and more powerful zombies. Nice graphics and humorous atmosphere give excellent hours of gameplay, for which Plants vs Zombies 2 can be considered one of the best offline games on Android. Number 3. Earn to Die 2. Race. So the zombie apocalypse has come, and you have to fight for your life in this harsh world. Think you need to craft a shotgun from 2 branches and a couple of bolts? Alas, no. Better to build a whole car and fight your way through the crowds of zombies and all kinds of obstacles on the way to the rescue ship. Yes, this is the whole game. We pump your car or buy a new one and pump it to the maximum level. Number 2. Homescapes. Casual. The list of the best Android offline games includes the legendary Homescapes. Match 3 games have been very popular for a period of time, and even now they are hard-coded on many devices, especially those with little onboard memory. Homescapes differs from the standard 3 in a row in that, for a job done right, they give you the opportunity to renovate and decorate your own home. So it is a kind of builder simulator. Number 1. Cover Fire. Action. This is a standard shooter, and very suitable, and there are very few of them for smartphones, especially without donation. The script of the game was written by script writers of Class B fighters from the distant 90s, because the confrontation of the rebel army against the sinister corporation is so cliched that Mark Wahlberg himself lit a cigarette on the sidelines. The game has a large arsenal of weapons, which, of course, we will need to open as we progress. Despite all the standard stuffing of ordinary shooters, the game has quite juicy graphics, which are not inferior to their counterparts for a computer. The time has already come when games on mobile devices can adequately compete with projects for PCs and consoles with their powerful video cards. In terms of game mechanics, everything is intuitive and even primitive, although there is convenient control and supposedly the creation of military personnel.